Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm from Astra Bridal. I'm just going to show you now how to lace up a gown that has a corset closure. Okay, so first and foremost is to move the train so that we don't stand on it. Lift it up out of the way, stand directly behind the bride. You can place the train gently down. Okay. So you stand directly behind the bride so that when you lace her in, you're going to lace her in straight. So we have the lacing even lengths on either side. You start each loop down from the right hand side. Under with your right strap, over with your left. Under with the right strap, then over with the left. Initial lacing and then a tightening of the lacing about 15 minutes later, after the bride has had a chance to move around in the gown, because the gown settles. At the moment I'm just getting the lacing in, not firm but just secure and sitting flat, because once I have all of the lacing in, and I don't pull it tight at this time so that we can adjust the positioning of the gown once we have all the loops laced up. It's really important to be consistent with the way the lacing lies. So in this instance, I'm always doing from the right hand side first, and then the left hand side goes over the top. It's quite a good thing to continually ask the bride to jostle her knees so that she's not standing still with her knees locked for any given length of time. This will allow her to keep the blood flow going nicely and not get faint or dizzy while she's standing there for the 5 or 10 minutes that it takes to lace up. So it's important to make sure that each time you flatten out the loop that they're sitting nice and flat and not buckled up. Now at this point, once you've got all the lacing in, you'll then pull the gown up, and hopefully you'll have a full-length mirror in the room where you're dressing the bride. And you will pick the gown up so that the boning where it darts when it pushes in under the bust line is set in position. And then you'll ask your bride to just hold in underneath at that point so that you can stabilise the gown, and then go through and just tighten the lacing so that it sits nice and firm. You don't have to worry about being too tight at this point, because you are going to go through in about 15 minutes to tighten up the lacing again. So this is what you want, a nice even cone shape running down the back, lovely smooth lacing crisscrossing evenly from each side. So last but not least, you will run your fingers just across the top of the gown, just to smooth out the skin at the top so there's no little pinches or anything. To tie the knot, we make a number 4. So we hold the ribbon and a number 4 like that. And so that flattens out and it's not going to go anywhere. Then you just tuck the rest of that down the back of the gown and get it underneath all of your layers. Find that lacing and just pull it through nice and tight, just so it sits nice and flat at the bottom. Underneath here, then you can just simply tie away the excess lace into a wee loop so that it doesn't get in the way and doesn't hang down. Voila!